Yo, what to do, Fatherpreneurs? You landed on this video because you're looking for the training and the information as it relates to whether or not you should be investing in Go HighLevel's workflows and automation tools, or anybody else's workflows and automation tools for that matter. And you're wondering if it really makes that big of a difference in your business. Well, in today's training, I'm going to show you the top workflows that you should be using in your business. I'm going to give you 8 reasons that it makes sense, even if it requires that you stretch a little bit to be able to afford the tool in the first place. But the last 3, if you stick around to the end, are actually going to show you how the tool will pay for itself if you take the time to learn how to use it efficiently and effectively. And I'm going to talk about some of those tips and strategies today. And just by the way, if you don't have Go HighLevel, you can get that through my affiliate link. But if you're using something like ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, Constant Contact, all of these tools pretty much function in the same way. So I don't want you to think that this is only about me and the tools that I offer. I want to see you win. And one of the ways that entrepreneurs are winning, especially if they're working a full-time job while running a business, is they're using tools, systems, and automation. And I'm going to share with you how Go HighLevel just happens to put all of the tools you need in one place and make it super simple to use and easy to apply in your business. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and on your brand, smash that subscribe button, and let's kick it this morning. All right, Fatherpreneurs, today is all about automation and what you should be and could be doing in your business to save yourself a little bit more time. And we know that time is infinitely more valuable than money. So if you're saving time, it should be increasing revenue somewhere in your business. If you're new here, I am H. Cortez, also known as Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite Fatherpreneur, founder of the Fatherpreneur Success Academy, an online community where I help men just like you take your gifts, talents, experience, and expertise to the next level, primarily by creating passive income empires using the right tools, systems, automation, combined with some good coaching from yours truly to help you go to the next level. Go HighLevel, ladies and gentlemen, is revolutionizing businesses all around the world. Businesses like mine who offer coaching and agency services, I'm able to white label Go HighLevel, turn around and package it with my services and resell it to my clients and my students. That's one way. But for those of you who are looking for good tools to use to make your business more efficient and effective, that's the other way that they are revolutionizing business. Listen, the primary functionality of the Go HighLevel tools falls into 3 categories. They want you to be able to capture leads. Once you have someone's lead, name, phone number, and email address in your CRM as a lead, then you have to nurture that lead, build the relationship, let them know, like, and trust you. And ultimately, that will lead to them at some point in the future, if you do it right, them converting from lead to actual paying customer or client. So that's what all the features are about. Yesterday, we talked a lot about the CRM, the business phone number, and how you can use that to capture leads, to also nurture those leads. But the real nurturing happens with the workflows and automation. So I'm going to jump into screen share and show you how those things work. But before we get into that, it only makes sense that I give you my top 8 reasons that every fatherpreneur, every entrepreneur, man, woman, child, boy, or girl should be using some of these tools in their business if the name of the game is to buy back your time. And that's what the Fatherpreneur Success Academy is all about. I want to help men buy back their time so they can be a bigger presence in the lives of their family, but also a bigger presence in their communities, because while you need an income, you don't necessarily have to have a job, right? We can show you how to create an income from your intellectual capital, do it in a way that it is passive in nature, or at least semi-passive. And yes, it takes some work, it takes some effort to keep it going, but There's no written rule that says it takes 8 hours per day or 40 hours per week for you to earn the amount of money that it takes you to live on. You can make that in 4 hours a day and 20 hours a week. You can make that in 1 hour a day and 5 hours per week with the right tools and systems. And having something like Go HighLevel in your business just makes all the sense in the world. So what are the top reasons that every business owner should be using workflows and automation? Number one, save time on repetitive tasks. Automations can handle tasks like sending welcome emails, lead follow-ups, and appointment reminders, saving you countless hours each week. This means you can focus on higher impact areas for your business like strategy and growth. Think about it. If you are in business and people are buying products from you, whether they're digital products or physical products, you want to send them a thank you email. Especially if you're using selling digital products, or like what I like to teach my students is the best and hottest thing for you to sell right now, and the easiest thing for you to sell from a logistical standpoint and a delivery standpoint is a community, access to a private community, right? Because it doesn't take a whole lot to set up, and all you have to do is show up and teach what it is that you know, and boom, you got a digital product, man, and a monthly recurring revenue generating product. But when someone joins your community, you want to send them the access that they need to join. You want to send them a thank you, a welcome. You want to help them adopt. Like for me, I sell my software, so I want to make sure that they know how to actually use the software. I do live training every day. I don't want to have to send out an email every day manually to tell people and remind people that I'm training on a particular topic. This is what workflows and automations do. Those repetitive tasks, right? You can set up your system one time to cover as many of those things as possible. And like I tell my students all the time, you don't necessarily have to always start with automation. Just do what you do daily, and you'll start to realize that, every time this happens, I have to do this. And then you ask yourself, is there a way that you can replace that task or yourself manually doing that task with some sort of automation? And we got automation out the wazoo, but I don't want you to overdo it with your automation. I believe in having high tech, but more importantly, high touch. That's why everybody who joins my community or join my coaching program, they all get a personalized video from me. I'm using high tech to make sure that everybody gets a video, but the high touch is personalized to them, right? So you can automate a lot of that stuff using the right tools and systems. Number two on our list, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about why you as an entrepreneur, particularly a fatherpreneur, should be using workflows and automation. Go HighLevel is our tool of choice. We white label that for our coaching students, and we call it the Fatherpreneur Sidekick. But if you're using Constant Contact, MailChimp, MailerLite, or any of those tools, you should be able to do some of this stuff as well. Number two on our list is ensure consistent follow-ups. I shared with you guys yesterday the MIT study that was done that basically says if someone reaches out to your business or your brand and you do not respond within the first 5 minutes, your chances of converting that person into a customer goes down by 80%. I want you to really think about that as a statistic. Someone hits you up, sent you a DM on Instagram or Facebook and like, hey, I want to know more about your service. You don't respond in the first 5 minutes, chances are they found someone else who does what you do and they're going to go with that person. That's crazy. This is where automation can fill in that gap until you can actually respond to them as your human self. So one of the biggest challenges for business owners is keeping up with follow-ups. With automated workflows, you can set up email or SMS messages to follow up with leads at the right time, increasing your chances of conversion. And we talked a little bit about that yesterday. with the business phone numbers that you can get with the Fatherpreneur Sidekick, aka Go HighLevel, right? One of the things that I use my phone number for is when someone calls my number, that's either my number for the Fatherpreneur Success Academy, that's the number for my agency, that's the number for my media company. They are going to, a lot of times I do not answer the phone because I'm busy. Right? They call me right now. I'm doing a live training. I'm not going to stop the training to answer the phone. But I don't have to worry because as soon as they hang up, my system is going to automatically send them a text message that says, hey, this is Cortez Hustle. I'm so sorry I missed your call. How can I help you? And because I have AI connected to my phone and my answering system, if they reply with a question, my AI bot will automatically have a conversation with them and push them to booking a free consultation, a brainstorming session, or a free marketing audit, right? This stuff is powerful, but again, you got to know when and where to place it within your business, within your customer's journey, so that you don't totally replace yourself. Like if I'm not busy, I'm answering the phone all day. But if I'm busy, I don't have to worry about if I miss a call or not, because those people are going to hear from me before they have time to go and find another vendor to solve their problem. Number 3 on our list, we're talking the top 8 reasons every business owner should have automations and workflows in their business. Number 3, improve your customer's experience. Automation allows you to send personalized messages to your audience based on their actions. This creates a seamless, tailored experience that builds trust and increases satisfaction. For instance, I have a different workflow for all of the different ways that people can engage with me in my business. If they get a lead magnet, that's going to put them into a specific workflow. If they book and join open office hours, for instance, which you can, by the way, open office hours happens every day immediately following this stream, cortezhustle.com/open office hours. There's a workflow that happens when you sign up for open office hours. We do our open office hours on Zoom. Well, once you sign up, you need the Zoom link to join us in the Zoom room. That's an automation that happens, right? If you buy a specific product, you're going to get an automation that goes in line with that product. And you're going to get a series of emails to help follow up with you and make sure you're getting the most out of that product. Improve your customer experience. Don't let people fall through the wayside. And then guess what? After all of those initial emails go out, then you're put on my newsletter email, and that's where everybody lives. So if I forget to send you an email a couple of days, at least every day you're going to get my newsletter, which every day it reminds you that, hey, we're doing a live training, and it gives you a link to the YouTube video so that you hear from me every day, Monday through Friday at the very least. Number 4 on our list of the top 8 reasons every entrepreneur should be using automation workflows to help you in your business. It reduces human error. By automating processes like sending invoices, confirming appointments, or welcoming new clients, you eliminate the risk of forgetting important steps, reducing human error, and keeping things running smoothly, right? So I had a new client who came into the coaching program yesterday, and he's the first to come into the coaching program since I made some adjustments and changes to my onboarding process. What do you think I'm going to ask that gentleman when we get on our onboarding call for the first time? Hey, man, how did the process work for you to get in the coaching program? Did you notice anything that seemed to be off? Is there anything that we could do to improve the process to make it easier, more streamlined for you? Why? Because I want to eliminate all of the human errors. Now, when I build my processes, I test them myself. But it's just like you trying to proofread your own work. Because you wrote it, and you know what it is supposed to say, when you're proofreading your own work, you tend to replace missing or misspell words with what's supposed to be there in your mind, so you miss them. Same way when you test your systems, you go through it and you know what's supposed to happen, and sometimes you miss little things. Other times, you don't see yourself the way your prospect sees you and what they expect. So when they give you feedback, it's invaluable as to how you can make those corrections. And the good thing about your automation, when you build your system one time, it's set for life. You don't have to do anything else to it. So I love that about using the right automations. You can eliminate human error. Number 5 on our list, top 8 reasons you should be using systems and automation in your business. It allows you to scale your business without the extra workload. I want you to think about it. My mission in ministry is to help you build a passive income empire. I don't want you to have to spend a whole goo-gob of time, energy, and effort fulfilling products, sending out emails, text messaging everybody, listening to voicemails, and figuring out what to do. No. If you have the ability to use systems, other people, processes, information, technology, leverage is your friend. Just understand what to leverage, how and when to apply that leverage, so that you do not remove the human element completely from your business and brand, right? As your business grows, manually handling every aspect of customer communication and internal processes becomes overwhelming. Workflows and automations allow you to scale without having to add more team members or increase your workload. I'll give you another use case for workflows. I was sharing with a student last night. I was blessed to teach a class last night on social media marketing. And the class I taught before that was on email marketing. So she had some questions from the first class. She's like, hey, as I went back and looked at my thing, I realized I hadn't sent the newsletter out to my people since February. I'm like, well, one of the things you can do with an automated system is you can send yourself internal notifications and reminders to make sure you're doing certain tasks, right? She could literally, if her newsletter goes out on the 1st of every month, she can literally send herself a reminder in week 3 of the previous month and in week 4 of the previous month. And she can send herself a reminder every day, send out the newsletter, send out the newsletter, send out the newsletter. So that's a great way to make sure you're scaling your business, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and continuing to have success in your business. So before we move on to the top 3 money-making automations that you should have in your business, I don't care who you are, what you sell, what kind of business you have, these 3 automations should be in your process. I got to tell you about the Fatherpreneur Success Academy and Coaching Program. The Academy is 100% free. You get to ask me questions. You get to post and share your experience as an entrepreneur with other entrepreneurs. Go to CortezHustle.com and you can get that access to that for free. If you need HighLevel or our version of HighLevel, which is the Fatherpreneur Side Kit, that's $100 per month. And you get all of my coaching, not only on how to use the tools, that's one thing, but why to use the tools, that's strategy, right? I've done almost every type of business you can do on the internet. I follow some of the most successful entrepreneurs on the internet, and a lot of their coaching programs I'm in, a lot of their courses I have. I can help you not only know how to use the system, but also why to use the system to make you more effective in your business. If you go to CortezHustle.com, you'll see the Academy you can join for free, but you'll also see what's included in our coaching program, and that will help you make your buying decision. Now, what are the top 3 money-making, income-producing automations you should have in your business? And then I'm actually going to jump into my demo account and show you what some of these automations actually look like. When it comes to making more money in business with automations, number one on the list is automate upsells and cross sales. That's right. If you want to increase revenue, you can set up workflows that automatically trigger upsells or cross sales after a customer completes a purchase. For example, after someone buys a product or service, an automated sequence can send them tailored offers for complimentary products or premium upgrades, encouraging them to spend more with each transaction. A lot of us will do this in our sales funnels, but we don't do this in our email follow-up sequences. Most of us don't even have email follow-up sequences, right? Whatever, I want y'all to write this down in your notes. Whenever you sell someone a product, that solves a problem. But every time you solve a problem for someone, you create more problems for them. I want y'all to really, really get that. Whenever you solve a problem for someone, you create more problems, right? Samsung, right, Team Android here, solved a communication problem for me by offering a cell phone with a nice camera where I can do business from. But they also created a problem by selling me a cell phone that is somewhat fragile. If I drop it, the screen can crack and I can't use it. So someone else came up with the solution to provide a screen protector and a case. Well, guess what? That person who provided the solved the problem of keeping my screen safe created another problem because now my screen, since it's touchscreen, gets smudges all on it. Well, guess what? Someone else came and created a solution to that problem, and they sell the little screen protector cleaner cloths and all that kind of stuff. So why not, as you are solving people's problems, why don't you anticipate the other problems that you're creating with your solution and offer those too? It didn't take cell phone companies long at all to not only have a case of cell phones to sell you, but also have a case of cell phone protecting devices to sell you at the same time, because they knew they were creating a problem. Now they don't even sell you the charger with the cell phone. That's a different product that they sell within the store. It's crazy, but that's commerce for you. So top 3 money-making automations you should have in your business. Number 1 is automate your upselling, cross-selling, or even your downselling, right? Mike says, I got to figure out how to cross-sell my freemium offers. Absolutely. Same with the lead magnets. If you're using sales funnels, you have their attention. When they get their freemium offer, you might as well offer them an upgrade or a cross-sell immediately. And when they go to their email to access the download or whatever you just gave them for free, in that email sequence, you should remind them that you have a special offer for them as well. Number 2, we're talking the top 3 now, money-making automations you should add in your business. Nurture leads through automated sales funnels, right? Automate your sales funnel by guiding leads through the customer journey from initial contact to purchase without manual interruption. Workflows can automatically send targeted content, special offers, or sales prompts based on user behavior, turning cold leads into warm prospects and ultimately into paying customers. This consistent follow-up nurtures leads and increases conversion rates. So every time you have an offer, you should automatically anticipate the next thing that's needed. And you either should offer that solution And if you don't have that solution within your product suite, you should at least find an affiliate offer that goes with it, right? That way, you're being the one-stop shop for your people. And when we did our training series on lead magnets and automation and sales funnels, we always start with the end in mind, right? What do I really want people to get from me in my business? I really want you to buy coaching. Coaching comes with the software. So the things that I'm going to offer you for free will solve a problem for you, but will also lead you to the understanding that the best overall solution is to have someone help you do this with the software to help you execute it. So when you're thinking lead magnet, freemium offers, you should be thinking about the solution that you're going to offer on the back end of every one of your freemium offers. So that when you build out your email auto response sequence, when you build out your sales funnel, when you build out your SMS text marketing campaigns, when you study the customer's journey. If I do a training on StreamYard, which is the platform we're on to get this to you guys live, well, I not only know that I'm going to sell you the StreamYard platform through my affiliate link, but what do I also know about you? I also know that you do live video, or at least pre-recorded videos. You probably want to do some screen sharing stuff too. Well, chances are you're doing that to one of the social media platforms. What's the hottest thing now on all social media platforms? Short form content. So when I sell you on why StreamYard is a good solution if you're into live streaming, podcasting, and that kind of stuff, then what is a next logical offer for me? I'm also an affiliate with Opus Clips. Hey, once you use StreamYard to complete your long form content, you should really look into this other app that allows you to take your long form content, automatically cut it into short form content in as little as 5 minutes. I'm thinking about all of that stuff from the very beginning. And that's how you maximize your offers, your opportunities. That's how you create the appropriate lead magnets and everything that you need to have success in your business. Last but not least, top 3 money-making automations you should have in your business. Number 3, recover abandoned cart with automated follow-up emails. Now, we've seen this. If you ever went to any e-commerce platform, Amazon being the biggest, you go to checkout and you get distracted or change your mind for whatever reason. Let 30 minutes go by and you don't complete that checkout. What's going to happen? They're going to send your butt an email and a series of messages, right? If you're running an e-commerce website or selling anything online, because even in our Fatherpreneur Success, our Fatherpreneur Sidekick, I teach you how to do this with any product, not just e-commerce products. Workflows can be set up to recover abandoned carts through automated reminders. When a customer adds items to their cart but don't complete the purchase, an automation can be sent to follow up with them via email or SMS text message to remind them with a personalized message, offering them a discount or incentive to finalize the sale. This simple follow-up technique can significantly boost your revenue by recovering lost sales. It's not just e-commerce. That's one of the reasons that we use a 2-step order form in all of our checkout processes, because the first step is going to capture name, phone number, email address. If you get distracted and do not complete the second step, which captures your payment information, we can trigger our abandoned cart sequence based on the time you entered the first part And if it takes you more than 30 minutes to complete the second part, you're going to get a text message from your boy. You're going to get an email from your boy and say, yo, what happened, my friend? I saw you started the process of getting XYZ. For some reason, you didn't complete it. Here's a link for you to go back and complete that process. And if you do it within the next 30 minutes, I'm going to give you a free coaching call valued at $500. Incentive, right? All that can be automated. Even if that's a video that goes out to them, that can be automated. It's crazy how you can use all of those things. So I want to show you really quickly what that looks like inside of our platform, because some of you are hell-bent on being intimidated by this little bit of technology, y'all. And it is, if you can set up a Facebook profile and post to that profile, you can do any of these things. I promise you, you can, y'all. So I'm going to go here and open up one of my demo accounts really quickly and just show you how incredibly easy we make this for you, because we give you the recipes. Like, we set up the automations for you. All you have to do is type in what you want the automations to say. So let me share my screen real quick, and then we'll jump into some open office hours. By the way, tomorrow, I'm going to be showing you how to make money with all of this stuff on our Financial Freedom Friday version of these daily trainings, because it's one thing to do these things for yourself, but if you get good at this stuff, you might as well do it for other people as well. So I'm going to go into my automations, and I'm going to ignore this first of all, and I'm going to hit create a new workflow. And let me just show you some of the other most common use cases for these workflows and recipes that we have set up for you. It's pretty amazing. So we can obviously build a workflow from scratch, right? We can also create a lead nurture using ChatGPT history. The lead nurture template leverages the ChatGPT action history feature to create a personalized experience for potential clients. This feature allows your workflow to remember key details and interactions throughout the nurturing process. So if I'm having a conversation with someone, our system records everything. And then ChatGPT will go and read the recording, everything that's been recorded, whether it's an audio, whether it's a back and forth text message, whether it's a back and forth email, and customize responses. And y'all ain't with me. Y'all ain't with me. Shopify ordering. If people order through Shopify, we have an integration with Shopify. That's a workflow. WhatsApp delivery. Some people sell products internationally through WhatsApp. We've got a workflow for that. Missed call, what's up, WhatsApp back. So we got missed call text back, but we also have missed call WhatsApp back. So instead of texting somebody back who's in a country where text messages cost you a gazillion dollars, we can hit them back via WhatsApp. Send product recommendation using ChatGPT 4 Turbo. When you train your ChatGPT to know all there is to know about your products and services, and someone engages with your brand, you can recommend products to them based on the conversation. What about if someone comments on one of your posts on Instagram? Would you like to respond with a DM? Oh, sure you would. And we have that as well. What about if they comment on a Facebook post? Wouldn't you like to respond to that comment on Facebook automatically and send them a DM and have AI have a whole conversation with them? Of course you would. That's in there too. Yesterday, when we worked on the business phone numbers in the CRM, I showed you how the IVR works. Somebody calls my business phone number and says, welcome to Fatherpreneur Success Academy. Press 1 if you want to know more about our services. Press 2 if you like to join the academy. Press 3 if you want to talk to our team. Email drip sequences, right? This is what I use for every product or even free lead magnet that I give away. If I give you something for free, I want to follow up with you for 5 to 7 days to continue to build our relationship and offer you an option to buy from me. If you buy a product, I want to follow with you for 5 to 7 days to make sure you're getting the most out of the product, to make sure you know how to use the product, and offer you opportunities to buy more from me, right? Those are email drip sequences. Long-term nurture, reactivation. From time to time, all of the leads that I have come in my system, I send them what's called a reactivation campaign that says, hey, you started this year out interested in this product. I want to make sure that you get your hands on it. I'm going to give you a 25% discount. Reactivation. First 5 recipe, fast 5. Remember I told you that first 5 minutes, if you don't respond to a lead, your chances of converting them goes down by 80%. We've got workflows that capitalize on that first 5 so you don't miss anything, right? Frequently asked questions, that can be automated. Webinar registration, that can be automated, right? Appointment confirmations, reminders with surveys and review requests can be automated. Sending a review request, automated. Appointment booking, automated. Google My Business messaging was a thing, but Google has done away with that. So that's kind of irrelevant now. Facebook messaging. If someone DMs you a keyword on Facebook, you can set up automation. Missed call text back. If you call my number right now, I'm busy, but you're going to get a text from me. If someone no-shows me on a meeting, that's automation, right? Birthday templates. If you collect people's birthdays and you want to automatically send them something cool on their birthday, you can automate that. We ain't playing no games, man. I am here to help you win, but I can't help you win if you don't tap in. So join our free community, CortezHustle.com, or go ahead and subscribe to the coaching program. It's $100 per month, and you get the Fatherpreneur Sidekick for free. Or if you buy the Fatherpreneur Sidekick for $100 a month, you get my coaching for free. Either way, it's $100 a month. Mike says, oh, I need that. Wow, you spoke on it before, but this just hit differently. Yeah, man, that CRM is something different, bro. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you want to join me in open office hours, you can go to CortezHustle.com/open office hours, and you'll get the Zoom link to join me in 2 minutes as I set it up. Hope to see you then. Until then, get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly,